Hey there. I officially started this channel about 5 years ago, 2018. For the most part, this is what I looked like then. That's me in 2018. First video I put up. Whoa, today I look like this. That's from a Twitch stream I did just a couple weeks ago. We're on a journey. Let's go. Hey there. Welcome back to MS 24/7 365. It's really great to see you again. It's been a while. When I look at those pictures, I'm not sure how I feel. A couple minutes, I'm going to add a graphic that'll show you me from around the same time, each of the first four of the past 5 years. Matter of fact, maybe I'll do that now. So this is me in June of 2018. This was the first video I put on this channel. And I weighed 175.2. This next one is May of 2019, and I weighed 194.6. Then in March of 2020, when this one was taken, I was at 202.4. And then May of 2021, I weighed 226 pounds. Growing up, I was a small one. I was shorter, thinner, and yeah, honestly, the little one in my family. Might I even say the runt. But there was always one thing that got me. When I stepped on a scale, the number that came back to me didn't fit what I looked like. It was really high. So I'd pick a weight I thought I should be at, and I'd get down to that weight, not realizing that that would change the way I looked also. So I'd pick the way I thought I should look and get back to that. But then the damn scale was back and forth for most of my teen and young adult life. I'd get weighed, the number would shock me, so I'd lose weight. Then I didn't like how I looked, so I'd get back to where I liked the way I look. Then I'd get weighed. I'm sure you can see where this is going. It was probably not until my late 20s before I realized that the number on the scale didn't matter if I felt like I looked good. That was also around the same time that I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. MS made the way I kept excess weight off more difficult, but increased the reasons that I should. So a similar pattern emerged. The MS would make mobility difficult, and I'd put on some weight. I'd feel horrible and like I looked overweight, so I'd begin the weight loss process. Then the MS would strike again, and I'd have to start over. And if you have MS or any disease like it, you know you don't have a ton of energy for working out. Not if you want to do anything else. So I found yoga, and it was a workout that didn't take nearly as much energy as like cardio does, and it actually increased my energy levels. I thought it was pretty great. And for a long time, smoking was my main weight management tool. Smoking and walking and yoga was how I managed my weight from about 30 and into my 40s. As you know, as the body ages, it changes the way it processes things. Food, medicine, life. And that's true whether you have MS or not. And boy, did the 40s change mine. I distinctly remember looking at myself one day and wondering where the hell my body went and why they had replaced it with this one. I wasn't pleased. I also found out that it wasn't as easy to get back the shape I wanted as it had been when I was younger. The same things that had worked just 5 or 10 years ago didn't even come close. Smoking, walking, and yoga didn't cut it anymore, especially since MS had increased my disabilities quite a bit, and I couldn't walk nearly as much as I had been able to. And even yoga started to wear me out. Eventually, even smoking turned on me, and I had to quit. Have you ever heard the stories about people putting on a lot of weight when they quit smoking? Yeah, that's real. Not to mention the health issues that popped up around the same time, just because I was getting older, that put me out of commission. I ended up having some surgeries that made my mobility even more limited than it had been on top of the limits I already had with MS. So I came into my late 40s and early 50s not in ideal shape. Well, not my ideal shape anyway. It was disheartening to me to look in a mirror or see myself in photos or in a YouTube video. I didn't like the way I looked or the way I felt. I weighed more than I had ever weighed in my life, including any time I had been pregnant. When the scale said 200 plus pounds and just kept rising, I got disgusted. I got depressed. I was miserable. I literally hated what I had become. I had to do something. One problem I had was a pandemic, but also my MS had worsened, as well as my abilities, and my mobility was drastically decreased. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to change it. Nothing I had done before was working. I changed the way I ate. I tried intermittent fasting, but that alone isn't enough. It's not going to work. And with the weight I had put on, I could breathe very well. I'd had asthma since I was a kid, but it was always minor. I would use my inhaler maybe once every 3 months, if that. And now I noticed I was using it every day. Working out, exercising, had become extremely difficult, almost non-existent. I was stuck. So I researched bariatric surgery, weight loss surgery, and I began the process to get gastric bypass surgery on October 27th, 2021. On November 16th, 2022, I received my gastric bypass surgery. It's been a long year of getting to this point, frustrating at times. Several setbacks that made me think I would just give up and say, forget it. But I didn't. I made it, and today it is 1 week after my surgery. When I went into surgery, I weighed 237 pounds. I've been on a liquid diet for a week. Today is Thanksgiving. And while my loved ones are eating amazing turkey dinner, I'll be having an Ensure and some Jell-O with a popsicle for dessert. But I weigh 229.9, I think was what it was. 229.6 when I weighed myself. Now they do say that you shouldn't weigh yourself for like the first month after surgery because of all the things that surgery does. But I did it for this video. Okay, I did it because I wanted to know. But I'm thankful for this. I'm looking forward to what the future can look like for me. As long as I take this process seriously and stick to it, I can be healthier in my late 50s and into my 60s than I might otherwise have been. I'm excited for the changes that are going to be happening, which brings me to another point. This channel may start to look a little different also. I want to combine my two digital worlds into a more cohesive unit. Right now, I have this YouTube channel, and I have a Twitch channel that I stream gaming and chatting on. I may change the name of this channel, but I haven't decided yet, and it will still mainly showcase my life with MS, but I'd like to cover more than just that. You know, I'm more than just MS, and so this channel should be as well. And while I mostly play video games on my Twitch channel, I also talk about multiple sclerosis, being disabled, being a grandma, and everything. So you can look forward to some changes in the next couple of months, with me physically, and with my channels digitally. Well, that about does it for today. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully you learned something about MS, and maybe a little something about me. If you liked this video, hit the like button. And if you want to keep learning about MS with me, hit that subscribe button. If you would like to follow me on my Twitch channel and join me for some live interactions, playing games, chatting, the link will be in the description, and I'd love to have you join me over there. I have a lot of fun. Until the next video, stay positive, and remember, life doesn't stop just because you have to.